සම්බන්ධයෙන් විශේෂණ මතක් කිරීමක් සිදු කළ යුතුයි තරගය ආරම්භ වනවත් සමගම ඒ තමයි මෙවර වෙළඳ සේවා දැල්පන්දු තරඟාවලියට ආරාධිත කණ්ඩායමක් ලෙසින් පැමිණලා තිබෙනවා. දෙදා වෙළඳ සේවා දැල්පන්දු තරඟාවලියේ දෙවන තරගය ආරම්භ වී තිබෙනවා. එම තරගයට ක්‍රීඩා කරන්නේ සෙලාන් බැංකු කණ්ඩායම සහ පිලිපීන් ජාතික දැල්පන්දු කණ්ඩායම. මෙම තරගය සම්බන්ධයෙන් විශේෂයෙන්ම පූර්විකාවක් එක් කරන්න ඕනේ තරගයේ විස්තර විචාරයට ගමන් කිරීමට ප්‍රථමයෙන් ඒ තමයි පිලිපීන ජාතික දැල්පන්දු කණ්ඩායම මෙවර වෙළඳ සේවා ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ පැවැත්වෙන වෙළඳ සේවා දැල්පන්දු තරඟාවලියට ආරාධිත කණ්ඩායමක් ලෙසින් පැමිණලා තිබෙනවා. ඔබට දැක බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් ජාත්‍යන්තර මට්ටමේ ක්‍රීඩිකාවන් ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ වෙළඳ සේවා ක්‍රීඩා කරන ක්‍රීඩිකාවන් සමගින් ක්‍රීඩා කරන අන්දම ඒ ආකාරයෙන් ගුණාත්මක භාවය තරම් ඉහළ තැනකට පවත්වා ගන්නට මෙවර තරඟාවලිය සමත් වෙලා තිබෙනවා. පිලිපීන් ජාතික දැල්පන්දු කණ්ඩායම මේ වන විට ලෝක ශ්‍රේණිගත කිරීම වල 32 වන ස්ථානයේ රැඳී සිටින කණ්ඩායමක්. ඔබට අද දිනේදී සහ හෙට දිනේදී අනිද්දා දිනේදී මේ සියලු ජාත්‍යන්තර උණුසුම විඳ ගන්නට පුළුවන්. එමෙන්ම විස්තර විචාරයත් සමගින් මාත් සමගින් එකතු වෙනවා ඉංග්‍රීසි භාෂෙන් විස්තර විචාරය සඳහා රොෂාන් good morning. අපි තරඟාවලිය සම්බන්ධයෙන් ඉදිරියට කතා කරගෙන යමු.
Thank you, Shaminda. Very good morning. And also good morning to all the viewers who are joining us via YouTube and all the channels. Yes, as Shaminda said, it's a historic moment in the mercantile history in Sri Lanka because for the first time in the history, a national team, a foreign nation is joining with the mercantile netball tournament during this year 2025. As Shaminda mentioned, Philippines national team ranking at the 32nd position in the world ranking, and they are joining to this mercantile tournament. Will add a lot of value and color to the tournament, and most importantly the international exposure coming into play, and the players here who are participating in this tournament will definitely have a much more value addition compared to the previous tournaments with the techniques, the skills and the exposure that Philippine team bringing into the tournament. So it's a historic moment. Once again, let me tell you, it's a historic moment in the Mercantile Netball Association and the Mercantile Netball tournaments in Sri Lanka. So at the moment the scores are 2-4. SEYLAN Bank leading by 2 points to 4. As Shaminda mentioned, we must mention that especially the teams like SEYLAN, HNB consist of some national players, so they are equal to the task even facing with a team like Philippines national team. So that's why we see an intense competition, and even at the moment SEYLAN Bank is leading the game. So we are here at the Mercantile Knockout Netball Tournament 2025. Coming to you the live pictures from St. Joseph's Indoor Stadium. We are at the second match in the A division. Philippine national team taking on SEYLAN Bank. And the tournament runs for 3 days, today, tomorrow and day after. There are a number of teams from the Mercantile Arena has been registered into the tournament. The tournament is being played under several categories: A division, B division, C division, and also there's a mixed category as well. So it's an exciting tournament today, and the value addition also coming from the Philippines national team joining into the tournament. Shaminda?
රොෂාන් ප්‍රකාශ කරපු අන්දමටම ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ මර්කන්ටයිල් දැල්පන්දු ක්‍රීඩාවේ ගුණාත්මක භාවය සහ තරඟකාරීත්වයට ඉතාමත්ම හොඳ උදාහරණයක් පිලිපීන ජාතික දැල්පන්දු කණ්ඩායමත් තරඟාවලට එකතු වී සිටීම සම්බන්ධයෙන්. මේ වන විට ලකුණු තත්ත්වය ලකුණු 5-3ක් ලෙසින් සෙලාන් බැංකු කණ්ඩායම ඉදිරියෙන් සිටින්නේ. නමුත් සිව්වන ලකුණ එකතු කරගන්නවා මේ අවස්ථාවේදී පිලිපීන ජාතික කණ්ඩායම. ඔබට පෙනෙනවා සෙලාන් බැංකු සතුව බොහොම උස ක්‍රීඩිකාවන් දෙපළක් සිටිනවා ගෝල් ඇටැක සහ ගෝල් ෂූටර් කියන ස්ථාන දෙකේ. එම ස්ථාන දිත්වය නියෝජනය කරමින් ඔවුන් මේ වන විට තරගයේ ආරම්භයේදී පිලිපීන ජාතික ක්‍රීඩිකාවන්ට සෑහෙන තරම් තර්ජනයක් එල්ල කරන්නට සමත් වුණා. ඔවුන් මේ වන විට ලකුණු රැස් කිරීම අතින් දැනට සෙලාන් බැංකුව පිලිපීන කණ්ඩායමට වඩා ඉදිරියෙන් සිටිනවා. කොහොම වුණත් අපට උණුසුම් තරගයක් දැක බලා ගැනීමට හැකි කියා විශ්වාස කරන්න පුළුවන් අන්දමට කණ්ඩායම් ද්විත්වයම තරගයේ ආරම්භයේ සිටම ක්‍රීඩා කරමින් සිටිනවා. මේ ක්‍රියාත්මක වන්නේ දෙවන තරගය මෙවර වෙළඳ සේවා දැල්පන්දු තරගාවලියේ.
Sure. Yes, we see a very intense competition here from the Philippines team and SEYLAN Bank team. The scores are at 6 to 7. SEYLAN Bank leading. As Shamin very correctly mentioned, yes, SEYLAN Bank has a slight height advantage as they got two players quite over 6 foot. But still, compared to other players in terms of height, Philippines team does not have that much of a height advantage this tournament, but they are very quick in the game, and that's why they are pretty much equal to the task in playing with SEYLAN Bank. SEYLAN Bank is pretty much aggressive and good in their defense, and that's why the long shots are being tried by Philippines. They are not allowed to come into the area of the net to take the short shots, and that's quite a brilliant pass. Still, that's quite a long shot, and that is succeeded. And now the scores are equal, 7 points each. We are here at the Mercantile Knockout Netball Tournament 2025 organized by the Mercantile Netball Association of Sri Lanka. If you are joining right now, we have a special edition to this tournament as Philippines national team has been invited to the tournament to add value and color plus the international exposure to the tournament. The scores are level at 7 at the moment. It's quite a fierce and intense competition from both the teams. That's quite a good rebound from the Philippines team. Some quick cross-court spots and they go under the net. And yes, with another point for the first time in the game, Team Philippines leading the scoring table, leading the scoreboard rather. That's a brilliant pass, and it's another point to SEYLAN Bank, making the score 8 each. That's a brilliant intercept from the center player of SEYLAN Bank. We can see a brilliant defense from the team SEYLAN, not allowing the Philippine players to get closer to the net. And this time around, they make it correct, making the score 9 points to 8, Philippines leading.
එම ලකුණු වාර්තා කිරීමත් සමගින් සෙලාන් බැංකු කණ්ඩායම තරගයේ ලකුණු තත්ත්වය නැවත වතාවක් සම කිරීමට සමත් වෙනවා. දැන් ලකුණු 10ට 10යි. පිලිපීන් ජාතික කණ්ඩායම ලකුණු 10යි. සෙලාන් බැංකු කණ්ඩායම ලකුණු 10යි. මේකට අපිට පෙනී යනවා විශේෂයෙන්ම පිලිපීන ක්‍රීඩිකාවන් සෑහෙන වේගයෙන් පන්දුව හුවමාරු කරගනිමින් ඉදිරියට ගමන් කරන ආකාරය රොෂාන් මතක් කළා වගේම ඔවුන්ගේ කණ්ඩායමේ විශේෂයෙන්ම සෙලාන් බැංකු කණ්ඩායමේ ක්‍රීඩිකාවන් තරම් උස ක්‍රීඩිකාවන් නැහැ. නමුත් ඔවුන් ඉතාමත්ම වේගවත් සහ පිටිය පුරා ඉතාමත්ම වේගයෙන් පන්දු හුවමාරු කිරීමට කටයුතු කරනවා. මේ නිසා ඔවුන් තරගයේ සෑහෙන තරම් දුරට තර්ජනයක් එල්ල කරන ආකාරය තමයි අපට දැක ගන්නට ලැබෙන්නේ. තවත් ලකුණක් එකතු වෙනවා සෙලාන් බැංකු කණ්ඩායමට. දැන් ලකුණු 11යි ලකුණු 11යි. පෙර සඳහන් කළා වගේ ඉතාමත්ම උණුසුම් තරඟ ආරම්භයක්. මේ වෙද්දී පිලිපින් ජාතික කණ්ඩායම සහ සෙලාන් බැංකු කණ්ඩායම අතර ආරම්භ වී තිබෙනවා. පාසු අවස්ථාවක් ඒ අවස්ථාවේදී උපරිම ප්‍රයෝජනය ලබා ගන්නවා ගෝල් ෂූටර් ක්‍රීඩිකාව. එම ලකුණ එකතු වෙනවා පිලිපින් කණ්ඩායමට. දැන් ඔවුන් ලකුණු 12යි. සෙලාන් බැංකු කණ්ඩායමෙන් තමයි ඊළඟ තර්ජනය යොමු වන්නේ. ඔවුන් ඉදිරියට ගමන් කරමින් සිටිනවා. හොඳ පන්දු හුවමාරු කිහිපයක් අපිට දැක ගැනීමට හැකි මේ අවස්ථාව වන විටදී හොඳින් පන්දුව ලබා ගන්නවා. උත්සාහ කරනවා ලකුණක් ලබා ගන්නට. අසාර්ථක උත්සාහයක්. ඒ අනුව පන්දුව පිලිපීන් කණ්ඩායම වෙතටයි මේ අවස්ථාවේදී ලැබෙන්නේ. පන්දුව ක්‍රීඩාංගණයෙන් ඉවතට ඇදී ගියා. ඔබට නරඹන්නට පුළුවන් ඔවුන් ඉතාමත්ම වේගයෙන් ක්‍රීඩාංගණය පුරා තමන්ගේ ස්ථාන කරා ගමන් කරන අන්දම සහ පන්දු හුවමාරු කරගන්නා අන්දම. එම වේගය තුලින් මේ මොහොත වන විට සෙලාන් බැංකු කණ්ඩායමට සෑහෙන තරම් තර්ජනයක් එල්ල කරමින් සිටිනවා පිලිපීන් කණ්ඩායම. කොහොම වුණත් ජාතික දැල්පන්දු කණ්ඩායමක්, ජාතික මට්ටමේ ක්‍රීඩිකාවන්ට එන්න කණ්ඩායමක්. එම කණ්ඩායමට සෙලාන් බැංකු කණ්ඩායම ඉතාමත්ම හොඳ තර්ජනයක් ලබා දෙමින් ක්‍රීඩා කරන ආකාරය අපිට දැක ගන්නට පුළුවන් මේ මොහොතේදී. දැන් ලකුණු තත්ත්වය ලකුණු 12ට ලකුණු 12යි. අසාර්ථක උත්සාහයක් ඒ අවස්ථාවේදී පිලිපීන් කණ්ඩායමෙන් ලද අවසරෙන් පන්දුව රැගෙන ඉදිරියට යාමට ගමන් කළත් අවස්ථාවක් ලැබෙන්නේ නැහැ. පියවරක් තබන්නට උත්සාහ කරනවා පන්දුව අතේ තිබියදී. එය නීති විරෝධී ක්‍රීඩා රටාවක්. එම නීති විරෝධී ක්‍රීඩා රටාව නිසා නැවත පිලිපීන් කණ්ඩායමට පන්දුව ලැබෙනවා. ඔවුන්ෙන් ප්‍රයෝජනය ලබා ගනිමින් ලකුණක් එකතු කර ගන්නවා. නැවතත් තරගයේ ඉදිරිය පිලිපීන් කණ්ඩායමට දැන් ලකුණු 13යි ලකුණු 12යි. ප්‍රහාරය එල්ල කරන්නේ මේ අවස්ථාවේදී සෙලාන් බැංකු ක්‍රීඩිකාවන්. නැවතත් නීති විරෝධී ක්‍රීඩා රටාවක්. පන්දුව ලැබෙන්නේ සෙලාන් ක්‍රීඩිකාවන්ට. අසාර්ථක උත්සාහයක් නැවතත්. ඒ අනුව පන්දුව පිලිපීන් කණ්ඩායම වෙතට ලැබෙනවා.
Please make sure that you're warming up and everything to be done prior to the end of the current match, because as we are quite running behind the schedule, so we need to have the full flow of the matches. So please make sure that you're warming up and pre-match preparations are being done before commencing the match. Thank you.
So we are at the second quarter of the match between Team Philippines and Ceylan Bank. The scores are level at 13. It's an A division match of the Mercantile Knockout Netball Tournament 2025. So it's another point to Team Philippines, making the scoreboard 14-13, Philippines leading. Another successful point to Team Philippines. They are slowly but steadily improving their skills and making the scoreboard ticking and scoring points. The successful third point scored by Team Philippines. They show quite an aggression from the second quarter of the match, taking the lead to 2 points by 16-14, and the ball is in their court at the moment. That's a good interception from Team Ceylan, and they have quickly taken the ball to their court. But quite a tough defense from Team Philippines, and that's a very good rebound, and they take the ball back from Ceylan, not allowing them to score. It's another successful point scored by Team Philippines, making the scoreboard moving upwards in their favor. It's 17-14. The scoreboard is rapidly moving in terms of the favor of Team Philippines. The score is now, they are 3 points ahead of Team Ceylan Bank. We saw pretty couple of mistakes from the Team Ceylan when the pressure building up. They tend to make some mistakes. I'm sure if they make a couple of more points, they could get their confidence back. Yes, that's a successful shot. That's a brilliant intercept, but still they couldn't secure the ball, Team Ceylan. That's a missed pass from Team Philippines. So can they make the shot successful? It's clearly under the net. Yes, it's a successful score. And it's Ceylan ball back again. We are here at the Mercantile Knockout Netball Tournament 2025. These pictures are coming to you live from the St. Joseph's Indoor Stadium, Colombo. Philippines national team have joined the Mercantile Netball Tournament this year, adding a lot of color and value to the tournament. Even though this is a knockout tournament, just to provide the opportunity to the A division teams, they have structured the draw in a league manner so that each and every team has the opportunity to meet Team Philippines as their opponents. So even though this is a knockout tournament, you will not be knocked out from the very first defeat of the tournament. Score a couple of successful points to Team SEYLAN, reducing their gap. Now the score is 18-17, just 1 point gap to bridge. SEYLAN cannot afford to those kind of mistakes at this stage of the play because they are competing to a very strong Philippine national side. So they have to stick to the basics and do everything correct, as the moment you make mistakes, a team like Philippines will capitalize on that. So this is a clear result of that mistake. They went on to score a point, and it's 19-17, Philippines leading at the moment. That's a good pass, and that's a successful shot. And now again, SEYLAN has clearly entered back to the game. The scores are yet to be leveled by 1 point, but 18-19, Philippine team is leading at the moment. Can they make this shot? No. And the second attempt is successful. So now the scores are 19 each. SEYLAN is equal to the task. They are back in the game, and they are handling the game quite comfortably at the moment by scoring last few shots very successfully. Although they have made some couple of mistakes, they have recovered well. That's a successful shot to the team Philippines, making the scoreboard 20-19, Team Philippines leading at the moment. The center pass is to SEYLAN. That's a long pass, but it's not successful. It's a touch and go situation to SEYLAN Bank. The player did not hold the ball properly, and the ball is back into the Team Philippines. It's a long shot attempted, and it is successful. So Team Philippines is a substitute for the center player, so there's bringing in some fresh legs to the tournament to keep the speed and the stamina up and above to face the SEYLAN team. It's another successful shot from Team Philippines. Your fitness, your endurance, your stamina is pretty much important in this kind of a speedy game, and it matters a lot when your opponent is very, very strong. There you go. It's another point to Team Philippines, making the scoreboard 23-20. Again, the grip of the match slightly been gone away from SEYLAN Bank. They have to get together, rebuild, and come back, because if this gap widen furthermore, it's a great opportunity to Team Philippines to capitalize on that, because they have international exposure. They know what the game is. They have faced similar kind of situations surely in the journey in the national team, so I'm sure they could capitalize on the mistakes and the little relaxing points that SEYLAN Bank has been made. It's a flop pass, but a good intersection from Team Philippines GK. So that time around, goal shooter of SEYLAN Bank making it successfully. Scoreboard is at 24-21. Can they turn this back to their side, Team SEYLAN? No, it's a successful point to the Team Philippines, and the scoreboard is 25-21. Team Philippines is leading at the moment. It's a nice flop pass and very well collected by the GS of Team SEYLAN. Can they make it? Yes, they have made it. That's a very good all-around good netball by Team SEYLAN. Good pass, good shot being attempted, and it is successful by the GS of Team SEYLAN. Team Philippines equal to the task, scoring another point, making the scoreboard 26-22. Still the Philippine team is leading by 4 points. I think Team SEYLAN is trying the same strategy by trying to take the advantage of the goal shooter of SEYLAN Bank and giving her a flop pass just to collect it, as the height is quite good compared to the goalkeeper of Team Philippines, but this time around that tactic has not been worked, as the pass is not that great at that moment. So the ball is with Team Philippines at the moment in their court. Yeah, that's another very well made shot, taking the scoreboard up to 27-22. Attempted and failed by the SEYLAN player, SEYLAN goal shooter, and the ball is with Team SEYLAN. They need to convert some of these turnarounds to points. Again, the flop pass to the goal shooter. It's a long shot being attempted, but very well rebounds by Team SEYLAN, and they are giving it another try, and it is successful by the GA of Team SEYLAN. That's not a good pass. Very well intercepted by the goalkeeper of Philippines, and they are quickly moving the ball to the net. Attempted shot not successful, and the rebounds also not successful, but still the referee's decision is in favor of Team SEYLAN. Again a long pass, quick passes to the net of SEYLAN, and it's the goal shooter. Can she make it? Yes, she does. (27-24). Still Team Philippines is leading. Another substitute by Team Philippines. The goal shooter being substituted by Team Philippines. As she comes in to play, she scores a point. 28-24. SEYLAN center pass. The same strategy being used, the same mistake as is again and again. Yes, the second quarter of the match concludes at this very moment. 28-24 is the score. Team Philippines is leading at the moment by 4 points.
එක පැත්තෙන් ඇත්තටම කිව්වොත් ඒකට ඇත්තටම ගොඩක් ස්තුති වෙන්න ඕනේ මේ පැත්තට අපිට ඒ දෙන සහයෝගය ඒකින්ද තමයි අපිට අද මෙතනට මෙහෙම ඇවිල්ලා A ඩිවිෂන් එකක ප්ලේයර්ස්ලා එක ගහන්න පුළුවන් වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. ඉතින් ඒක තමයි ඇත්තටම.
ඔව් මම හිතන්නේ මේ වෙද්දී දෙවන අර්ධය ආරම්භ වෙලා තියෙන්නේ පිලිපීන ජාතික දැල්පන්දු කණ්ඩායම සහ සෙලාන් බැංකු කණ්ඩායමත් අතර අපි එම සජීව විකාශයත් එක්ක සම්බන්ධ වෙන සූදානම් වෙන්නේ. මගේ පසුබිමෙන් තරගය ආරම්භ වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. ෆෙයාවර්ස් කණ්ඩායමට සුබ පෙතුම් එකතු කරනවා. ඉදිරි තරඟ හොඳට කරලා තරඟාවලිය ඇතුලේ රැඳිලා ඉන්න හැකියාව ලැබෙන්න කියලා බොහොම ස්තුතියි අපිත් එක්ක එකතු වුණාට. වෙළඳ සේවා දැල්පන්දු කුසලාන තරඟාවලියේ ඉතාමත්ම වැදගත් තරඟයක දෙවන අර්ධයයි මේ ආරම්භ වී තිබෙන්නේ. ඔබට දැක බලා ගන්නට පුළුවන් පිලිපීන ජාතික දැල්පන්දු කණ්ඩායම සහ සෙලාන් බැංකු කණ්ඩායම මෙම තරඟයේ තරඟ වදින අන්දම විශේෂයෙන්ම තරඟය සම්බන්ධයෙන් විස්තර විචාරයේදී සිංහල භාෂාවෙන් වගේම ඉංග්‍රීසි භාෂාවෙන් රොෂාන් කටයුතු කරමින් මෙම තරඟයේදී විස්තර විචාරයට එකතු වෙලා සිටිනවා. ඒ වගේම පළමු අර්ධය පුරාවට විස්තර විචාරය කටයුතු යෙදුණා. එතනදිත් අපි මතක් කරපු ප්‍රධාන කාරණේ බවට පත් උනේ පිලිපීන් ජාතික දැල්පන්දු කණ්ඩායම ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ වෙළඳ සේවා තරඟාවලියට ආරාධිත කණ්ඩායමක් විදියට පැමිණීම ඇත්තරම ඒ තුළින් ශ්‍රී ලංකා ක්‍රීඩිකාවන්ට ජාත්‍යන්තර තලයේ අත්දැකීම් ලැබෙනවා. ඒ වගේම තමයි ශ්‍රී ලංකා ක්‍රීඩිකාවන්ට දේශීය මට්ටමේ තරඟාවලියක් ඉතාමත්ම ඉහළ ගුණාත්මක භාවයකින් පවත්වාගෙන යීමේ හැකියාවත් ලැබිලා තියෙනවා. කොහොම වුණත් තරඟය මේ වන විට දෙවන අර්ධය ආරම්භ වන විට දැන් ලකුණු 31ට 26ක් ලෙස ඉදිරියෙන් සිටින්නට සමත් වෙලා තිබෙනවා. පිලිපීන් ජාතික කණ්ඩායම විශේෂයෙන්ම ඔවුන් එම ක්‍රීඩිකාවන් ඔබට පෙනෙනවා ඇති ඉතාමත්ම වේගයෙන් පන්දු හෝමාරු කර ගන්න අන්දමත් ඉතාමත්ම වේගයෙන් පිටිය සිසාරා දිව යන අන්දමත් ඒ ආකාරයෙන් තමයි අපිට දකින්න ලැබෙන්නේ. එම තර්ජනයට සාර්ථක පිළිතුරු ලබා දෙන්නට ප්‍රථම අර්ධයේදී සෙලාන් ක්‍රීඩිකාවන්ට හැකියාවක් ලැබුණේ නැහැ. මේ වෙද්දී දෙවන අර්ධයේදීත් එම තර්ජනයට සාර්ථක පිළිතුරු තවම ලබා දෙන්න හැකියාවක් ලැබෙන්නේ නැහැ. මොකද අපිට පෙනියන ආකාරයට දෙවන අර්ධයටත් ඉතාමත්ම හොඳ ආරම්භයක් ලබා ගන්නේ පිලිපීන් ජාතික දැල්පන්දු කණ්ඩායම.
So dear viewers, we are at the third quarter of the match. Seylan Bank versus Philippines national side. The scores are at the moment 32-26. Soon after the commencement of the third quarter, it's quite an aggression from Team Philippines, scoring a couple of points, and they have moved up to 32 points to 26. This is an opportunity to the goal shooter of Seylan Bank, making it successful. No. And again, cleanly collecting the ball and trying it again. And still again, it's a fail. These kind of mistakes cannot be tolerated by Team Seylan as they need to score. But in the end, the GA, goal attack player, making the point successfully in. So the scoreboard is 28-32. Philippine team is leading at the moment. It's another successful point to Team Philippines. I think the scoreboard pressure has been clearly visible in the players of SEYLAN Bank. They are running with a gap. They need to score another 4 points to equal the score, so they tend to make some mistakes. They tend to miss some passes, and that is a clear advantage to Team Philippines, and their aggression growing up, and it's another opportunity for them making successfully no. And they manage to rebound the ball again, but that's a sloppy pass from them, and the ball is back to Team SEYLAN. It's a free pass to Team SEYLAN Bank, but did not capitalize on the matter. And the ball is back with Team Philippines. So with that point, SEYLAN moves up to 30, and still they are behind 3 points to their opponents. Team Philippines 33 points to 30. Two more substitutions from Team Philippines.
මේක ඉස්සරහින් වේගත් කොට වේද පොඩ්ඩක් මේ කාපට් එක යට කරලා
33 points to 31. It's SEYLAN Bank. At the moment, still Team Philippines is leading. The pass is successfully intercepted by Team SEYLAN. That's a very well played, very well intercepted pass. That's a foul play from goal attack of Team Philippines. The free pass to SEYLAN, and they are working around it to their net. That's a brilliant workout from Team Philippines and making it successful. And in the end, they scored a point, making their scoreboard 34 to 31. Still, the Team Philippines is leading. This time, the goal shot of Team SEYLAN making it successfully in. The gap is now reduced to 2 points, 34 to 32. Can SEYLAN make that 2 points and score, make it equal with Philippines team. That's a brilliant shot from the goal shooter of Team Philippines. A long shot being taken and it is successful. Center pass of SEYLAN. Shot attempted by the SEYLAN GA, but it was not successful, and the rebound was successful of Philippines team. They have brought back the ball under their nets, and it's a free shot for the goal shooter of Philippines. Step forward, but didn't make it successful, but quite a good rebounds pass, and intercepted by the GK of SEYLAN. It's Philippine ball. Attempted but not successful, but the second attempt from the GS of Philippines making it successful, taking the scoreboard up to 36-32. That's again a foul play from SEYLAN Bank and a successful shot. So the pressure is building up on Team SEYLAN as the scoreboard is moving in the favor of Philippines team. But they have still plenty of time is left in this quarter, so games can turn around at any time by a couple of shots or a couple of mistakes that your opponent do. It's an attempted shot and successful. The goal shooter plays a key role on behalf of their team SEYLAN. She's good in height. She gets the regular passes and most of the occasions she is successful. And their scoring is highly dependent on the goal shooter of SEYLAN Bank, as she is a crucial factor of their victory if they completed the game successfully. These live pictures are coming to you from Indoor Stadium of St. Joseph's College, Colombo. We are here at the Mercantile Knockout Netball Tournament 2025, organized by the Mercantile Netball Association of Sri Lanka. The special addition to this time's tournament, the international exposure is being added to the tournament by inviting the Philippines national netball team. So at the moment, Philippines national netball team taking on SEYLAN Bank. We are at the third quarter of the game. The scoreboard is 39-34. Philippines national team is leading at the moment, and SEYLAN Bank is equal to the task, giving a very good fight, as we have another quarter and 2 minutes left to complete this game. So anything can happen as the scores are quite tight. It's a very game. The game could go in favor of any team at the moment.
තරගයේ තුන්වන කාර්තුවේ අවසන් භාගයට තමයි අපි දැන් ළඟ වෙමින් තිබෙන්නේ. මේ වන විටත් අපි පළමු කාර්තුවේදී අපේක්ෂා කරපු විදියටම සෑහෙන උණුසුම් තරගයක් ක්‍රියාත්මක වනවා. තාමත් ලකුණු 39යි 35යි පිලිපීන් කණ්ඩායම ඉදිරියෙන්. නමුත් සෙලාන් බැංකු කණ්ඩායමටත් ඕනෑම අවස්ථාවක මේ තරගයේ වෙනසක් කිරීමට හැකියාව තිබෙනවා. මේ නිසාවෙන් තරගයේ ඊළඟ කාර්තුව තරගයෙන් අපිට නම් කරන්න පුළුවන්. තවත් විනාඩියයි තප්පර 15ක 16ක පමණ කාලයක් තමයි ඉතුරු වෙලා තින්නේ තුන්වන කාර්තුව අවසන් වන්නට. තවත් එක් කාර්තුවක් ඉතිරි වෙනවා. එම කාර්තුවේදී සෙලාන් බැංකු කණ්ඩායමට වෙනසක් කිරීමට හැකියාව තිබෙනවා. යටතේ ඔවුන් තවත් ලකුණක් එකතු කර ගනිමින් ලකුණු පරතරය 39ට 36ක් දක්වා අඩු කර ගැනීමට සමත් වෙනවා. මෙම කාර්තුව හොඳ ආකාරයෙන් අවසන් කිරීම සෙලාන් බැංකු කණ්ඩායම පැත්තෙන් ඉතාමත්ම වැදගත් කාරණයක්. නමුත් පන්දු වතාව පිලිපින් කණ්ඩායම දැහැ ගනිමින් ඉදිරියට ගමන් කරන ආකාරය පෙනියනවා. ඒ අවස්ථාවේදී නීති විරෝධී ක්‍රීඩා රටාවක් එම නීති විරෝධී ක්‍රීඩා රටාවත් සමගින් නැවත වතාවක් පන්දුව සෙලාන් බැංකු ක්‍රීඩිකාවන් වෙතට ලැබෙනවා. ඔවුන්ට මේ අවස්ථාව ලකුණක් බවට පරිවර්තනය කර ගැනීම සෑහෙන වැදගත් කාරණයක්. මොකද තවත් තත්පර 30ක් වගේ කාලයක් තමයි ඉතුරු වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. හොඳ අවස්ථාවක් ලැබෙනවා මේ අවස්ථාවේදී. ඔව් ඒ අවසරයෙන් තවත් ලකුණක් එකතු කරගන්නවා සෙලාන් බැංකු කණ්ඩායම. දැන් ලකුණු 39යි ලකුණු 37යි. තුන්වන කාර්තුවේ අවසන් දියරේ අපි රැඳී සිටින්නේ ලකුණු පරතරය ලකුණු දෙකක් දක්වා අඩු කර ගැනීමට සමත් වුණා සෙලාන් බැංකු කණ්ඩායම. නමුත් ලකුණක් කර ගන්නවා. දැන් ලකුණු තත්ත්වය ලකුණු 40ට ලකුණු 37යි. ඒත් සමගින් සංඥාව නිකුත් වෙනවා තුන්වන කාර්තුවේ අවසානයේ. තුන්වන කාර්තුව අවසන් වන විටදී පිලිපීන් කණ්ඩායම ලකුණු 40ට ලකුණු 37ක් ලෙසින් ඉදිරියෙන් සිටිනවා. අපට අවසන් කාර්තුව වෙනතෙක්ම තරගයේ ජයග්‍රහණ සඳහා කණ්ඩායම් දෙකටම විවෘත වී තිබෙන ආකාරය දැක ගන්නට පුළුවන්. තවත් උණුසුම් කාර්තුවක් ඉදිරියේදී ආරම්භ වන්නට නියමිතයි මේ වෙළඳ සේවා දැල්පන්දු තරඟාවලිය.
Thank you for inviting me today. So I have played mercantile netball from the age of 17. So I know how it has progressed, and from then to now I think the tournaments are fabulous. There are more sponsors coming in, there are more boys teams coming in. When I used to play there weren't any boys teams, but boys teams are coming in, the banks are getting involved, and a lot of sponsorships. That's why I'm very happy that there are people supporting netball in Sri Lanka, because it's very hard to get sponsors for netball tournaments in Sri Lanka. So I think time to come, we will have super netball teams, national teams will improve, and I think we will get to the top of the Asia Netball Championships.
Also, I think a special feature this time is the Philippines national team is joining the tournament, and they are playing at A division with our high quality teams like SEYLAN, HNB, and much more high quality teams. So I'm sure that is definitely a value addition. So what is your views on that?
I think we should bring in more national teams, because our standard, we play with the same teams in Sri Lanka, but we need to go out and practice or invite them to Sri Lanka to play with us to get our standards up, because we shouldn't play with weaker teams. We should always play with stronger opponents. So I think we should bring in more teams. If the federation, if the sports ministry allows us to bring them, I think that is the most fabulous thing, that improvement of netball would be.
One final thought from you, madam. I'm sure you're at the age of maybe very young age, you are into this game and many sports for sure. And what do you think about the development of the game from where you started, and it has come to a level where the Sri Lanka team is playing very well in the Asian arena, and also some international teams coming into the mercantile arena. So I'm sure you have lots of thoughts on the development of netball in Sri Lanka finally.
Yes, so it is a very funny thing. When I was in the pool in 1986, I'm 5'1", my height is 5'1", so they changed it to 5'5". So now we see a lot of taller netball players coming into play, and the development squads are really good, and they get nutrition, there are sponsors for them, they get paid. So I think in the future we will target number 1, 2 and 3, because the taller players, we need the taller players. So more people should come in as taller players and practice, play. It doesn't need, you don't need to know netball. There are coaches who can train you to be the better players.
I think Tarjuni Shivalangi is a classic example for that. She came from Jaffna, didn't know anything about netball, but made her mark in Sri Lankan arena of netball. All right, madam, thank you very much for bringing your expertise to this tournament. So thank you very much. Signing off from this interview. Back to the live pictures of the game. Still we are at the game, second game, Philippines versus SEYLAN Bank. Thank you. So we are the fourth and the final quarter of the match. Team Philippines versus SEYLAN Bank. The scoreboard is at 44-43. Philippines is still leading. We are at an intense pace of this game. We got only 8 minutes of the game and still the competition is on. The ground support has been increased and the fans are being cheered for about the teams. For expert comments, I have Anu here. He's a national national netball player as well as a talented netball player from Vishaka Vidyalaya. So how about your thoughts of this game and these final minutes of this game?
The scoreboard is at 46-44. Team Philippines lead in the game, and a tactical change has been made. The attacking side of Team Philippines is center player. The Philippines team is coming in. A wonderful pass. Will that be a shot? Yes, that's a shot in, and the scoreboard is 47-44. Another 7 minutes in the game.
Yeah, no, I think inviting to a international side like Philippines to add value and color as well as exposure to mercantile netball tournament, I'm sure you should have your thoughts, because this is the very first time that an international team is playing here in this tournament. So what are your thoughts? I'm sure that about the exposure, about their techniques and skills, that adds a lot of value to the tournament.
Their play style is different from us, something that we can't see here in Sri Lanka. The passes, the shots and everything. The technical side is definitely far up, but when it comes to the defense, we can see there's some room for improvement. As always, Team SEYLAN is putting up a great match, and how will it be in the last few minutes of the quarter? Will Team SEYLAN catch up?
I know we see regular substitutes from Team Philippines, because even for the last couple of minutes there were few substitutes. So what can be the strategy behind this, to have fresh people, fresh legs towards the latter part of the game, whereas we don't see any substitutes like that in Team SEYLAN? Are they having a lot of in the bench to substitute where SEYLAN doesn't, or what's the strategy behind this as per your thoughts?
When it comes to the international arena, having substitutions is something very normal, and that's a strategy that they're keeping to have the game in the same speed and competition. But in Sri Lanka, we don't have much substitutions. That's how it has been even in the national team as well. So I don't think Team SEYLAN has much of players to substitute in their bench. But in the other hand, Team Philippines, they have good players in the bench as well. So going in for substitutions won't affect their game in the long run.
I think, as you said, I know that strategy has been very well used by Team Philippines, because regular substitutes, they change, they have fresh legs coming into the game, so they can keep that speed and the momentum of the game. Whereas when you don't have that kind of a bench strength, you have to play your players who are rightly playing at the moment. So when they are exhausted, and when they don't have substitutes enough, I think that's a disadvantage to the game. What's your thoughts on this?
As you can see, this is the last quarter, and Team SEYLAN is lagging up. Playing 1 hour, it's difficult for even the top players in the game. So Team Philippines, on the other hand, you don't see much when whether they are lacking or not. But Team SEYLAN, you can see players walking, and like the game has slowed down for them. That's not the case with Team Philippines.
I think now Team Philippines has every reason to slow down the game, as they are ahead with quite a substantial, healthy margin, 51-44. Whereas SEYLAN, in the next 4 minutes, they need to do something different. They need to come back into the game and convert some of the passes into points. Otherwise, they will fall short in this extremely important game.
Three minutes remaining, and 51-44. Team Philippines leading the game, and yes, that's a short count. 51-45. Only 3 minutes in the game.
So set the pass to Team Philippines. Just 3.5 minutes remaining in the game. 51 to 45. Team Philippines leading at the moment. That's quite a good defense from Team SEYLAN. Goal shoot of Philippines team couldn't make that shot. That's a little confusion. Right, it's a SEYLAN ball. So can they make this point counted? Because they need to have some quick points to get back into the game. Still they are 6 points behind. Only 2.5 minutes left in the game. That's a good interception from Team Philippines. And they are obviously slowing down the game because they are ahead with 6 points at the moment. Seems another point. Yeah, it's a successful game. So they seems bit of in a relaxed mode, relaxed tone at the moment, whereas a bit of aggression, rather aggressive play need to happen from the part of SEYLAN. GA of SEYLAN making it successful, moving the scoreboard in favor of SEYLAN 52 to 47. Correction, 52 to 46. And it's a center pass of Philippines team.
Team Philippines attacking the ball. You can see quite some good work in the goal third from Team SEYLAN. Will that be a shot? Yes. No, the rebound is taken. Again. Yes, that is a shot, and the clock is 1 minute down to the game. 53-46. So much pressure on the ball. Yes, again. Will this be a shot? The shot in 53 to 47. Only 1 minute remaining in the game. They are slowing down the game. Team Philippines is slowing the pace of the game. Passing around the ball. That is some good skill, and yes, again another shot. 55-47. Team Philippines in the lead. They are still giving in good pressure, though they have the margin. Another substitution. Malsa made the shot for Team SEYLAN, making it 54 to 47.
The last few seconds of the game, and it's another point. Yes, it is. It's another point to Team Philippines. Now they are playing quite relaxed, a slow game at the moment. As yes, that's it. That's it to Team Philippines. Congratulations, very well played. 55 to 48. The first game of Team Philippines ending successfully in their favor. Second match of the Mercantile Knockout A Division Series.